Have you ever wondered why some people just don't post on social media? Like, at all? It's like they're there, silently watching, liking, and commenting, but never sharing anything themselves. You've seen them. The ones who scroll through their feeds and engage with friends' stories, but never offer up a single piece of their own life for the world to see. You might have thought, why don't they just post? What's stopping them? Is it because they're too shy? Or is there something deeper going on here? Well, today, we're diving into the psychology of social media non-posters, the ones who choose to observe but not contribute. Let's unravel the mystery behind their behavior. Now, if you're a frequent poster yourself, this might seem a bit strange. Why wouldn't someone want to share their experiences with the world? After all, social media is designed to be a space where we can tell our stories. But what if I told you that for some people, posting feels more like a chore than a choice? And no, it's not because they have nothing going on. Quite the opposite. They may just feel like the act of sharing isn't something they're comfortable with. So, let's take a deeper look into why some people avoid the spotlight, even in this digital age where everyone else is practically living for their next post. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you're at a party. Everyone is having a good time talking, laughing, taking photos, capturing those moments to share on Instagram, Facebook, or Snapchat. And then there's you, standing on the sidelines, maybe sipping your drink, enjoying the company, but not quite feeling the urge to snap that perfect photo to share with your followers. It's not that you don't enjoy the moment. It's just that the idea of pulling out your phone and documenting it for everyone to see feels unnecessary. This isn't just about being shy or introverted, it's a mindset. And believe it or not, you're not alone. There's a term in psychology for this kind of behavior: social media abstinence, and it's becoming more common. These are the people who choose not to post or share content on social media, despite being active users. They may scroll, like, and comment, but they keep their own lives private. And there are many reasons why someone might choose this path. For starters, let's talk about privacy. In an age where it seems like everyone's sharing everything, some people just don't feel comfortable putting their lives out there for the world to see. The idea of sharing intimate details of your personal life, your thoughts, your photos, your experiences, can feel invasive. It's one thing to post a cute selfie now and then, but when it becomes about constantly sharing every little aspect of your life, it can start to feel like you're oversharing. It's no wonder that many people just prefer to keep things to themselves. They don't want to deal with the feeling of being watched, or worse, judged. Then there's social comparison. We all know it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others, especially on social media. Oh, look at how perfect their life is. Their vacation looks so much more fun than mine. These thoughts can spiral into feelings of inadequacy. For non-posters, staying out of the race can actually be a way to protect their mental well-being. They avoid the constant pressure to keep up with others' highlight reels. Instead of feeling like they're always competing, they can stay in their own lane, focusing on their real lives, instead of worrying about curating a perfect online persona. This is especially true for people who struggle with low self-esteem. The more they scroll through others' posts, the worse they might feel about themselves. So it's not surprising that they choose to remain silent in the digital world, staying away from the pressures of social comparison. Another huge reason non-posters choose to remain passive on social media is the fear of judgment. It's one thing to casually like a post or leave a comment, but it's a whole different ballgame when it comes to posting your own content. Will people think it's dumb? Will they judge you for sharing something too personal? Or maybe you fear the lack of engagement. Like, what if no one likes your post? For some, these questions are enough to make the act of posting seem like a stressful decision. And so they simply choose to avoid it altogether. Social media becomes a place where they interact, but never expose themselves to potential criticism. Here's where it gets interesting. Many of these non-posters actually do have a deep desire for connection. They're not antisocial or uninterested in sharing their lives. They just prefer privacy and authenticity over curated content. They might find themselves observing others' posts, liking them, commenting on them, and enjoying the community aspect of social media. But they don't feel the need to put themselves in the spotlight. They might even wish they could post more, but the thought of doing so just doesn't feel right for them. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. If you're someone who's often wondering why some people choose to stay silent on social media, here's the thing. There's no one answer. It's not that these individuals have nothing valuable to share. It's simply that their values, their comfort level, and their emotional needs guide their decision to keep things private. And that's not a bad thing. It's just a different way of interacting with the digital world. But let's take a step back. If you're someone who has found yourself overwhelmed by the constant need to post, or if you've been thinking about stepping back from sharing so much, here's something to keep in mind. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to social media. It's a tool that's meant to serve you, not the other way around. If posting doesn't feel authentic to you, that's okay. You don't have to share everything in your life to be connected. If you're more comfortable observing, interacting through comments or direct messages, that's just as valuable. There's no rule that says you have to be out there in a public way to have meaningful interactions. So, if you're struggling with the idea of posting but still want to be connected, here's an idea. Set boundaries. Social media doesn't have to be all or nothing. You can choose to engage on your own terms. Maybe you post once in a while when you feel like it, but you're not pressured to share everything. Start small, and don't feel like you have to fit into the mold of what social media should be. Protect your mental space by deciding when and how you engage with the platform. You might find that limiting your posts while still interacting with others in meaningful ways can lead to a healthier relationship with social media. Here's another thing. Be kind to yourself. If you're one of those people who doesn't post much, you don't need to feel like something's wrong with you. It's perfectly valid to choose not to share everything. You're allowed to protect your privacy. You're allowed to create boundaries that serve your mental health. So, don't feel pressured by the constant stream of posts and updates around you. Take a break, step back, and reassess how social media makes you feel. You don't have to post to validate your existence or worth. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought. Social media can be a wonderful tool for connection, but only if it's used in a way that supports your mental well-being. If you're someone who prefers to stay behind the scenes, that's totally fine. The world needs lurkers just as much as it needs posters. Whether you're sharing your life with the world or quietly observing, Remember that you don't have to do anything you're not comfortable with. And if you find yourself caught between wanting to share and protecting your space, maybe it's time to find that balance. So, what do you think? Are you a non-poster? Or do you tend to share every detail? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. And hey, if this video spoke to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need to hear this message. Take care of yourselves, online and offline. And remember, your worth is not measured by your posts.